Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So listen. This morning I woke up with a 30-year-old memory. And this memory, it's not something, dramatic that happened, but somehow I woke up with that, and so I guess that there might be a reason why I should share it with you. So here how it goes. So someone asked me to go to somebody's brother, it was their spouse's brother, in order to take some kind of something from there. It was not far from where I lived, it was also not truly far from where they lived, but it was closer to me, so I said, no problem, I will go and I will take that. And this person said to me, I just want to tell you that this person is weird. I said, okay. I personally like weird people, so I was expecting weird. And so I'm going there, I'm ringing at the door, somebody very, very normal opens the door, they give me what they are supposed to give me. I think, if I remember right, it was 30 years ago, right? That they even proposed me to come in and drink something. I said, no, thank you, I need to go. And I gave whatever this person gave me to the person who asked me to deliver this thing, to make them this favor. And so they asked me, was everything okay? And I said, yes, everything was fine. No problem at all. And here's the thing, right? Why did they tell me that this person is weird? When I tell you that the person that I met was the most classic person that there can be, it's not an overstatement, right? There was nothing weird. And also the person who asked me to do that for their spouse, they know me and they know that I'm very open-minded and, I have no issue with people and all kind of people. I'm not somebody that judges, right away. So, but here's the thing. The reason why they told me that this person was weird is because there was an underlying story. In fact, the person I went to was the sibling of the spouse of this person. But the spouse and their sibling, there is some kind of story there. From what I can feel or see, we might be dealing here with the spouse, which might be the golden child, and the person that I went to might be the black sheep of the family, right? And so the reason why this person told me this person is weird, it was if this person was acting weird because there was a whole situation that I wasn't aware of. There was tension. I didn't know. I just went there to do whatever was asked for me to do. This is why I was told that this person was weird, strange, whatever. This was the smear campaign, right? Because if this person would have acted in a certain way or ask some kind of weird questions, I would put it on the account of it's weird. Or this person would have told me, yeah, I told you that this person is weird, right? Or also, I don't remember, but maybe I didn't come in and, take a glass of water or whatever, even though I didn't feel anything from this person, and this person is also in a relationship, and it truly looks like the most classical person that can be. It doesn't mean anything, but it's not that I was afraid. But maybe the fact that I heard this person is weird, in the back of my mind, I already had some kind of apprehension, so I didn't open the door to anything, right? This is the smear campaign, and this is why I think that I had this download waking up this morning, and this is why I think that I need to share it with you, because you might be part of a smear campaign, meaning a flying monkey, meaning someone who would have believed whatever was said about another person, or somebody is doing that towards you. Knowing the collective, very often, as the collective lives in a very authentic way, and they are all about healing and growth and truth, the collective is very often the object of a smear campaign, because you might have left people behind. It might be your family, it might be friends that you realize that maybe you were not aligned, maybe they were takers, maybe they were holding you back, maybe there was absolutely no understanding, whatever it may be. But you might have taken distance because you live in alignment, you understand that a connection is not aligned with you, and so you take distance. People don't like that, right? And they are very much fearful of people who see the truth. And so those people that are left behind, because they might be afraid of what you might say, they are smearing your name in order to protect themselves. So this is, I think, what the reading will be about today. Anyway, for some kind of reason, I felt that I needed to share with you this download that came to me out of the blue 30 years later. You understand that there is nothing special in this story, but there is something about the smear campaign, right? So let's see, just a reminder, this is a group reading, so it might be for you, it might not be for you, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours, right? You are supposed to already know what we are talking about. I'm here to bring you some clarity, some more details maybe. Maybe, you know, if you feel things intuitively, it gives you some kind of, I can't find a word right now, but, you know, some kind of clarity about the situation. Also, if I'm talking about masculine or feminines, what I'm trying not to do, but sometimes there is no choice, just apply it however it applies. It doesn't especially talk about the gender. It might be talking about the energy from where someone is functioning, right? And also this can be past, present or future. We have your significant other is sending you negativity. Okay, so you might be dealing here with somebody narcissistic. They are specialized in doing smear campaigns as soon as they feel that you might start to see behind the mask, well before you might even think that they would do something like that. We have Mercury retrograde, delay, problem, interruption with transportation or communication. So you might have tried to have a healthy conversation with this person, might not be very possible. Some seek someone to perform, learn a cord cutting ritual. Okay, I'm not adhering to all those cards, but I have an understanding here. You might be trauma bonded with someone, right? If you don't know what trauma bonding is, please do a research about it. If you are dealing with a narcissist, there are big chances that you are trauma bonded. I will just explain you in very short. It is a hormonal addiction. What narcissistic people do, it is in the beginning of the relationship, they are putting you on a pedestal, they are love bombing you, they are making you feel amazing, so all your hormones of well-being are being liberated in your body. And then when you feel truly safe, when all those hormones are truly into your body for enough time, then suddenly they tear the rug under your feet and make you totally fall. And this creates cortisol, a high level of cortisol in your body, which is the hormone of stress. And they are doing this all the time. And so you become addicted to the highs and lows. It's truly an addiction, a hormonal addiction. And this is why it is so confusing and so difficult to leave a narcissistic relationship. Somebody is claiming credit over your success. Yeah, I kind of feel the narcissist here in the environment. When we are talking about a significant other, yeah, it can be a romantic relationship, it can be your spouse, but it can also be somebody else that is significant, maybe because they have a kind of position in your life. It can be a best friend, it can be a family member, something like this. It is also a significant person in your life, right? Somebody who is part of your first circle. One more here. Yes, okay. I don't like those cards. I'm not taking it out. I will take another one. It was again, take a dream catcher, you know, like somebody's trying to get into your dreams. I don't adhere to all those things. Blackmail, digging up dirt on you to use later. This is often what they are doing, because if the smear campaign is not working and you know something specific about them that they don't want to be exposed, they might try to blackmail you, right? So we will get a little bit more information here about that. Regarding the cards that I don't like, right, it is the cord cutting ritual, it is the dream catcher, all of those things, right? They are symbolics of things. So if you feel that you need them, then go ahead. But I truly believe that the power is inside of us. So yes, we have rituals and it's totally okay. Like I have the ritual of putting on a candle when I'm doing a reading. Is this necessary? No. But it sets a mood, right? So this is what I believe about those things. But when it is on a card, for me, what I feel, it is making you feel like you don't have power over your situation, right? You don't need a dream catcher. It also makes you feel like somebody can get into your dreams and do whatever they want. I don't like that. And I think that if you live in alignment with yourself, then nobody can get into your energy. Will they try? Absolutely. Will it be easy to put them aside? Not always, no, especially if you are dealing with someone who is putting you in a nervous system survival mode. Of course not. And if you need symbols, go ahead. For me, symbols, rituals, all of this, for me, I think that the best thing to do, but this is regarding me, it is taking showers because it relaxes the body, going for walks, singing, doing those kind of things that are truly related to you and not something external. But sometimes it helps. I'm a healer and sometimes I'm saying to my patient, I want you to write down all of those things and then burn the paper, because there is something in the symbolic of things that can truly help. So it's not that I'm against it, but I don't like it when it's on a card, right? Because it kind of gives I don't like it. So your significant other is sending you negativity. We have Uranus here. Yeah, they are kind of very original somehow. I don't know why, but I feel that they might be, how do we say that? Making fake accounts, catfishing you, maybe in your inbox, maybe in comments, on your socials, something like that. I don't know why, but this is what I feel here. Delays, problems, interruption, poor communication, mutable. Yeah, you might feel that when you are trying to have a conversation, you are just running in circles and they immediately want to end the conversation. They might tell you something like, why are you always creating problems? You are too sensitive. You should be... you should trust me, or you have no confidence. Those kind of things, you know, that makes you feel like the problem is you, that you are not adaptable, that you are not open-minded. that you don't go with the flow. Why are you always creating problems? Why do you always need to have this conversation? No, it's not that you always need to have this conversation, but it's just that this conversation never truly happens because of how they are handling it. So this is why you are coming back with this conversation, but because they don't want to have this conversation, and this is the reason why this conversation never truly satisfies you when you bring it back. They are just making of you the problem. This is gaslighting. 101. Let's see about the trauma bonding here. Did you see how this card is just stuck on my hand? Fire. They might keep you always on a fire, you know? Like, I'm coming in 10 minutes, I'm on the way, and then you are waiting for an hour. And then they tell you like a crazy story, you know? Or if you are in a relationship since long time and you are waiting for them to want to get serious, you know? It's always, yes, soon, very, very soon. Future faking, right? Claiming credit over your success. The 8th house. There is some kind of something that has changed in your life, that has gone through a transformation. They are taking credit for it, when chances are that they just made it more difficult for you. Blackmail. What should we know here about the blackmail? Sagittarius in reverse. They are trying to dig deep information. When I talk to you here about the catfishing, right, and the fake accounts, this might be one of the reasons why they are doing that. They are trying to tempt you to do something that you will be ashamed of. Also, pay attention if you are living with this person. Pay attention that there are no cameras in the house. It doesn't mean that you would do something that is blackmailable, but you know, people take things out of context. If you have ever dealt with lawyers, then you know it, how they are turning things. Oh, narcissistic people are doing the same. And you know, put all the protections on your phone, don't give codes. You know, somebody who wants to blackmail you, they get into your business. They get into your business deep. And so today, one of the things that they are doing, they are hacking your phone, your computer, all of those things. They might also ask you to send all kind of pictures, or maybe put a camera whenever, you know, you understand what I mean, right? I don't have to get into more details. I think that it's kind of clear. We have here someone who is talking shit about you and making up lies, so they want proof of that. Also, what you need to pay attention is reactive abuse. They might provoke you and provoke you and provoke you and provoke you until at a certain moment you react. Of course, because they are, how do we say, tugging the bear? How do we say, you know? You know, always coming for you, you know? So at a certain moment you explode, and this is when they will say, you see? You are the problem. You are the one who cannot control your feelings. All those kind of things. Pay attention. The best thing to do when you are dealing with such a person, it is truly to take distance. Sometimes it might take time, right? But because you might need to organize yourself in a way or another, but please don't be naive, be aware of what's going on. So, sending negativity. Okay. Yeah, you are standing. they thought that you would be much more fragile than what it is. I stopped for a moment because I saw the Hierophant in reverse here. This talks about corruption. This talks about people who need you to believe the way that they believe. My way or the highway. I kind of feel here that this is what we are dealing with here. And I kind of feel that you are dealing here with someone who truly wants to control you, and they have a very hard time with your strength and your independence. They don't like it. This is why they are trying to weaken you. This is not love, right? Some people will say, yeah, no, I'm doing that because I love you. No, 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 no. You are doing that because you are insecure or you want to control me. This is why you are doing that. Don't call it love. Can't stand that. Yeah, they might be trying to hold you with some kind of future faking, some kind of opportunity, some kind of something, making you, you know, presenting you something shiny in front of your eyes and then taking it away. They may also tell you that without them you would be miserable, but at the end of the day you are miserable right now with them because of their behavior. So anyway, you are miserable. Better miserable alone and have the option of meeting somebody else than to deal with this toxicity all the time, right? Yeah, they are working hard in order to destroy whatever you built. It's the kind of person that when you are excited about something new, that for example you want to learn, or new work that you want to do, they will break it down. They will say that it is stupid. They will say, oh, don't talk to me about that. Especially if you are in the collective and you might be interested in all kind of Asian spiritualities, etheric things, you know. I know that I had it years ago. I was interested in astrology. And some people who wanted to control me, they told me, don't talk to me about that and don't talk to my kids about that, like truly making me feel dirty because I was interested in learning something, you know. I did it anyway. I stopped talking about it and I also stopped talking with this person at the end of the day, but you know, it's this kind of thing. Yeah, but their plan is not working. They don't want you to be able to build yourself. They want you to be stressed out all the time. This is what they want. And it's a plan. It is what they want. They are very selfish. They are only thinking about themselves. It is not somebody who is into building. It is a person who is about destroying. And this is what you are dealing with. Someone who is sending negativity to you directly and indirectly with the smear campaign, right? Okay, Mercury retrograde, delays, problems with transportation and with communication. What should we know here about this Mercury retrograde? I wonder if they tried to block a message that was important to you. They're trying to have some kind of control over you, betraying you over and over and over again. There is like here with this. There is here, they are acting in your life like Mercury retrograde. They are trying to block you and confuse you. When we are talking about Mercury, we are talking about your intellect, your way of thinking, your way of communicating. So this is what they are doing. They are trying to block you from communicating, and they are trying to confuse you, to confuse your mind. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, but what what I see here, it is that you see the truth about what they are trying to do. Confuse you, lie to you, manipulate you. I kind of feel here that you are very balanced, or you are very intuitive, or connected to your higher self, the higher, your ancestors, whoever, and you are getting downloads. Let's see, what is this Ace of Swords here? I kind of feel that every betrayal that they are trying to put in your back, you are taking them out because you see them. You are not confused. You might have been confused. Maybe this is why we have here the Temperance card coming up, saying that you might have been confused, but now you are regaining your stability, you are starting to see things clearly and regain your inner strength. Tell me please here about the Ace of Swords in reverse. Trying to burden you by using other people, toxic people. Might be talking about a third party here. It doesn't have to be that they are cheating on you, but they are using people that are external to your connection in order to burden you. This is what they are trying to do, and I think that you know that. I think that you know that, or at least you start to see it very clearly. Yeah, we have the King of Swords here. Yes, you are seeing things clearly. The Emperor is also here, and up. And Justice is here, and the Hermit is here. All those cards are telling me that you are taking back control over your life, that you are seeing things clearly, and that you are bringing justice to yourself in a way or another, and it might simply be by healing and protecting yourself, right? Let's see here. Seek someone to perform a cord-cutting ritual or learn a cord-cutting ritual. So what I told you, okay, because I see learn a cord-cutting ritual, okay, so understanding what it is a trauma bond, please go and read about it. It will help you even more regain your mental clarity. Also, if you have obsessive thoughts, put them down, burn them, and take care of your body. Allow the stress of this connection, what this person is doing, to move, not to stay stuck in your body. So just, go for casual and cool little walks, or if you prefer something more dynamic, you can put the music on and dance. It is about moving, making your heart pump a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. It is just in order to allow the movement to take out the tension and the stress, right? The more you take care of yourself, the less things has impact on you. Understand me well, being stuck with someone who is trauma bonding you, it is extremely difficult. But the only way to truly, not the only way, but the best way to truly help yourself, even though it's two different things, but everything that you do to take care of yourself, self-love, bringing down the stress, creating happy hormones for yourself, by yourself, all of this truly, truly helps. So let's see about this seek Yeah, they want you to be unable to sleep. You not being able to relax and sleep is for them relaxation. This is what makes them feel good. If you can sleep, if you are peaceful, they cannot be peaceful. They are stressed out. Understood? Yeah, this is trauma bonding. No doubt about it. I might need to light up. Yeah, you are ready for a new beginning here. You are ready for a new beginning. I love that. Tell me more here, please. I think that you realize, look again, they have betrayed you much too much. You are ready to heal. You might be right now in the period of healing. And look what is coming. Once you heal and you have this new beginning, the universe is supporting you because you leave it all behind. You end, number 10, you end this cycle of betrayals by caring for yourself. This is somebody healed. This is somebody who has self-trust and trust in the universe. Right? I might not have anything, but I have myself. I trust in my abundance. I trust that if I follow my intuition, my instincts, the universe will save me and support my new beginning. And we have this Wheel of Fortune here in the upright to confirm exactly that. Claiming credit over your success. 1 second, I will lit up the light because it's getting a little bit dark here. I also drank a little bit of water. So let's see. Claiming credit over your success. I saw someone on the socials, a quote saying, if you want to know the quality of a person, it was something like that. Yeah, it was not exactly that. We don't care. If you want to know the quality of a person, look how they leave other people. And so I wrote a comment, you know, when you are dealing with a narcissist, if they need something from you, they will leave you making you feel amazing because they are love bombing you. And if you are dealing with someone authentic and you are trying to fuck with them, it won't be comfortable to you. So you cannot, this whole theory, it doesn't hold, right? So here they might be claiming that your, whatever it is, that you are doing and that you are doing good, it is thanks to them. So let's see. Claiming credit for your success. Very sneaky. Very sneaky. They did the opposite. They did the opposite. I think that this card should be like this. I think that it came out like this. Right? They do everything in their power in order to destroy your success. Again, the Hierophant here in reverse. The Seven of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Swords talks about horrible behavior. Lying, stealing, backstabbing, manipulating, stealing, cheating, cunning, whatever. I kind of feel that the reality is that you could take some kind of credit on their success. This is what I think that we truly have here, because they did everything in their power in order to block you. Tell me more here, please. Now that the card is in the right direction. Yeah, exactly. The Star in reverse. She's undressed, so I will put my finger here. The Star in reverse. They were trying to destroy you, destroy your ambition, your good vibes, your curiosity. Yeah, they wanted to block you. They wanted to block you. They wanted you to be at their service. Look. No, nothing coming from the heart here. Nothing. It's all about them. Very selfish. Trying to destroy your intuition. The intuition is related to your heart space. Trying to destroy your happiness, your willingness to live, your heart, your good heart. Maybe you have healing abilities. They wanted to block that too. They didn't want people to see you. Yeah, blocking your opportunities. Blocking your destiny, blocking your future. Blocking whatever they can block. Okay. Let's see the blackmail. Yeah, they're trying to dig up intimate things about you. They are burdened. They cannot find anything. I love it. I love it. Imagine them, you know, maybe even paying a private investigator in order to find some shit about you. They cannot believe that there is none, because they are reflecting themselves. And so they are paying and more and more and more and doing more and more and more, and there is nothing, because there is nothing, but they cannot believe it. It's not possible. I love that. Yeah, look. Whatever money they are taking out, it's for nothing. It's for nothing. There is nothing. They are trying to find some kind of proof of something. There is none. There is none. Yeah, they might be dealing now with the law because they did that. The Hierophant is in the upright now. Oh, they might simply also realize that you are somebody acting like a Hierophant. Respecting the rules. Someone honest. Cannot believe that. So they are paying and paying and paying and paying, you know? It's so stupid. It's ridiculous. Yeah, they wanted you to be in a state that you need to defend yourself. But there is none. You have no burdens. There is nothing that is on your back. So now maybe they need to defend themselves. Might be. Yeah, they are going through judgment. For unloving they behave towards you. Let's see here a little bit more about this blackmail. Is there anything more that the collective needs to know? Ah, this is what they wanted. They wanted proof that you are mentally unstable. Proof that you are in depression. That the happiness that you show is not real. That you are a problem. Doesn't work. It does not work. I love it. Good job, my dear collective. Good job. Yeah, they are trying to avoid the tower for themselves now. A catastrophe coming towards them. Yeah, they might be dealing here with the law. And they need to defend themselves now about the bullshit that they did. Yeah, they are stuck. They lost control over the situation because they manipulated the situation, betraying you over and over and over again. And somebody here sees the truth. They see that this person has tried to confuse everyone. There is no more confusion. People can see the truth. People can see the truth. I kind of feel that there is an investigation on their ass now. This is what I feel here. With those two cards, someone searching for the truth, and not being blinded anymore. They wanted you stuck mentally, emotionally, maybe financially. They wanted you stuck. This was the idea. Yeah, a whole group was working on that, on making up lies. Maybe they were hoping that you would be in depression and that you would end yourself. But you are too aware, you are very intuitive, you love yourself. You love yourself. You saw that they had like some kind of personal interest here, maybe related to money. Very selfish. They are totally unstable. Totally unstable. You took distance. Because you could feel that you were dealing here with people who were absolutely not coming from a place of love. They spend their time misjudging you, maybe pretending that you were partying all the time, trying to convince you that you are in depression. They never thought that you would leave. They never thought that you would leave. They wanted to keep you stuck. This is why they made up all the lies, all the illusions. This is why they kept you in the dark. There is here, you know, there is someone very controlling, status driven, very selfish. This is corruption. This is the worst leader that you can have. They don't care about anyone but themselves. It's all about money. That's it. That's all. Yeah, it might be truly someone that wanted to keep you in the relationship, whichever relationship it is, right? And once again, here it is a King of Pentacles in reverse, but it doesn't have to be a masculine. It can be a feminine. It's just embodying the energy of the King of Pentacles, which is someone who is extremely power hungry and controlling. They cannot defend themselves anymore because you are too stable, you are too happy, and they are the one who are stuck. They might be hiding now. They still want to hold on to something that is not theirs, but people can see above the illusions, above the lies, above the negative actions that they took in order to try to block you. People see that you are not in the cold, you are not in a miserable place, and that they had a very dark and toxic plan. They were very arrogant. Very arrogant. But it didn't work. You healed. And they lack balance now. They are seen as losers, while you are seen as someone loving, caring, patient, understanding. And they wanted to destroy all those beautiful qualities that you have. They wanted to block your future. Because you are dealing with someone guided by The devil might be somebody totally obsessive. It might be trauma bonding. We talked about it. So you might be dealing here with the narcissist. We might be talking about someone who is stuck in addictions. And addictions, it can be whatever. Yeah, it can be the white powder. It can be, the devil's lettuce, all day, every day, and the stronger the better. But it can also be, of course, drinking, but it can be corn, it can be video games, whatever is an escape from reality. It might be playing with money, casino, or even online. There are people that it's their addiction, those high and those lows. Am I losing money? Am I gaining money? The trauma bond that they are creating in you, they are living it inside of themselves. So some are trying to numb it with alcohol or all those kind of things, and some feel the need to have a very deep, intense emotions, and then they might be into those video games, extreme video games, or playing, or the white powder, or whatever, things that give you a boost of energy suddenly. Yeah, this is what you are dealing with here. Yeah, they wanted to block you because they are blocked. Because they cannot build themselves, they wanted to block you. They have a lot of secrets. A lot of things are hidden. A lot is hidden. They might have a whole second life. And nobody knows nothing about it. And you are an empress. You are abundant, you are stable. They are dependent on you, they are jealous of you. And they wanted you to be in conflict. This is what they wanted. They wanted you to be in a very dark place. But instead of being in a dark place, you are in this energy. Because you took back control over your life. We will leave it here. So we started. Look, you took back control over your life. And again, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. You are supported by the universe. So, I hope that this was helpful. We started with the smear campaign. I think that obviously we are dealing here with someone who is trying to control you, and because they might have lost control over you, they are trying to control how other people are seeing you. I kind of feel that it doesn't work, and the reason why it doesn't work, it is because your energy reflects the truth. So whatever they said about you, at the end of the day, it might take time when somebody is truly actively creating a smear campaign over you, right? Because first they are convincing their little circle around them, and then they are counting on the gossip to work. So this already takes time. But then at a certain moment, the truth always comes to light. Lies, you need to nourish them all the time, all the time, all the time. But every person that would observe you truly, at a certain moment, if they are saying that you are totally unstable, and a person see you over and over and over again, and you don't look unstable, then at a certain moment they say, why? What's going on here? This person doesn't seem to be in a deep depression. They don't seem to be this or that or that. Maybe they are saying that you are effing around all the time, or that you are in addictions. So the fact that you are effing around, so yeah, it might not be so easy to prove that you are not, unless somebody thinks, you are effing around, I want to be part of the deal, and then they realize that in fact you are not. And regarding addictions, it's kind of obvious if you have an addiction or you don't have an addiction. Some are hidden, but somehow, with time, you see some kind of things, right? So right now they might be trying to find something in order to blackmail you, right? Because there is a lot of things that you know about this person that you might be talking about, and they are afraid of it. And it might be that they are afraid because it is illegal. And maybe now the law is on their ass, related to you or not. And as they know that you know, they might be trying to find a way to shut you down, because they are trying to avoid a catastrophe from happening. This is it. But a tower, when it's here, it will fall. You cannot, when the foundation is not good, when the catastrophe is there, it's there. You can try to, try to dim it for people not to see it, or you can try to maintain some kind of illusion, but how much time? You can't. So it will fall, you know. So as said, I hope that it was helpful. If you were new here, I hope that you felt welcome in my space. I remind you that you have the option to subscribe to the channel, and then you will know the next time that I open my space to you, my dear collective. I wish you all a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching me. I would love to read you in the comment. Until very, very soon. Bye.